Here's a 2nd and 9. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And that is a dunk. It's incomplete. What in the name of Gary Premier is that? They let the kicker try to throw it. It doesn't work out. It's a turnover on down. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Allen now on 2nd down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll be 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Here we go on 4th down with Allen. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 24-yard pickup as they convert on 4th down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To the air once more is Allen. Exiting the pocket right. Off he goes.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he'll take this one in. Ray Davis, touchdown Buffalo. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said.
Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of one, they get two. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Mitchell.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Toward the outside, he's got Andrews down the field. And he will score. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
line. On first and 10. Jackson. Flowers with the catch. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
This throw right is taken in by Flowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Finds an alley to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Baltimore.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
First and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Henry trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
2nd down, Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
That was big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen.
You don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
Allen on 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. Flush to his right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
319! Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. action. It's Allen. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, here is Allen. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And he's in! Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. And he missed it. Missed the extra point. No good. And the score remains the same.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A give right up the middle to Henry.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. A quick slant to Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. 2nd down. Now Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Jackson up top again. exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
And he is out of bounds. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. A run out of the gun with Clough. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And now it's 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic 1st down. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. No chance at all. He'll go down.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down. On play action, Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Allen to throw again. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This about as short as you can get. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Allen going to throw for it. And that is caught on 4th and goal. They've got it. Bridget hooks. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass now for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout pitch. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping him short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let Henry try to run for it. And he gets in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Come back here. Within a couple of scores now, it's a 15-point game.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, he tries to lateral the ball, but it's a mistake. That ball's out. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. So they're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
Paid for this?
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I won't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah. Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I won't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red, I'm ready.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Play fake, Darnold. Flushed out of the pocket. This one's caught. It's Shaheed near the sideline. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Go set. Set.
This is Walker on second. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Gronk. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Running back sent in motion. Here he is on third and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Trying for it, it's Walker. He'll be the first and more. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Escapes his grasp. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Second and 10. Darnold escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Darnold with it on third and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're left with fourth and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He's got it to his running back. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Couldn't find a completion on first down. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. It's second and goal.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
And out to Walker from the gun. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the result.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Nix from the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He completes it in traffic. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. The 4th down snap to Nix. He's got Sutton complete. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
Nix's pass.
Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And that should be Seahawks football.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
For a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running with Walker again. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, 6-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's caught, Garner. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd down, looking for options. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Gain on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll give up the gut to Walker. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now Darnold off the play action. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Little tough here. 8 to go on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Walker will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That one connects. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
So Darnold in the offense getting set. 2-point attempt upcoming.
The Seahawks will
Right, they're going to throw for it. And he brings it in. So the decision to go for 2 looks like a good one. They've got a 14-0 lead.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Nix again on 2nd and 10. This is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleased, begging for some ball.
And after all that running, he ends up out of bounds deep behind the line of scrimmage. Not even a throwaway. That's going to count as a sack. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Here's a screen now for Walker. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And finally, They catch up to him at the 11. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Reset.
Now an inside give to Walker. Well, he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Here we go, set. Reset.
They'll work against the blitz. A throw right side finds Cup. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Reset.
Gotta keep this one and go. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, also the element of surprise to run it on 1st down. Job well done.
It's a fake pitch into the tight end. Oh, the football's loose. And the fumble recovery is made. Ooh, I think somebody might be due for a lesson in ball security, partner.
You think so?
just a little bit, because a couple of points potentially that just slipped right out of his arms there.
Coaches never want to see a fumble, but especially when there are 2 points on the line. You get the rock on a 2-point play, it better be locked down tighter than Fort Knox. Nothing should knock it out.
Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They run the counter with Dobbins. It's inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here's Nix to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Might have a goal line stand brewing here. The offense just needed a yard. 3rd and goal. Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get their 1st points of this game just before halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
On for the field goal.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's Myers now to hit. On the return, here's Mims. This makes it up to the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. We've set it down from the 37. On 1st down, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is Sutton working the right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Has it downfield, working the left.